Hold on. We can you hear us? Oh Lord, I'm probably still on mute. Hey everybody. How are you this Thursday? It is me, Vanessa, your host for the Impact Radio Show.
And I am also here, your executive producer, Reverend J Frederick.
How are you guys? I know we sound really different today.
Yes, we're doing a leisurely show.
Is it leisurely? It still works.
It still works.
But we are not in studio today. We are literally phoning it in today. But we are going to have a great show nonetheless. Before we get too far, CJ, do business with one of the oldest Black-owned media companies in America. Now more than ever, it's important for you to support independent and locally owned media. Weekly subscriptions are available at thefloridastar.com.
thefloridastar.com. thefloridastar.com.
How you doing, CJ?
I'm doing good. If for people that's actually seeing us live, I look like I stared at a full moon a little too long. Hey, but my dad did inform me that we're going to see a green comet. It only passes through our solar system every 50,000 years. So if you're on at 1 o'clock, you just may see some flying kryptonite. Go on. Just look in between the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper, and you should see it right there at 1 a.m.
You know, with this, your hairstyle, you do look like you stare at the moon.
You know what? I'm not doing this.
I'm having a great Thursday, too. I was feeling a little low today, but I've been really pressing through and just getting confirmations and phone calls and hearing back and touching back with people has been great. So I'm enjoying my Thursday. Hey, y'all. Somebody say, hey, y'all. Hey. How are you? We're having a great Thursday today. We got some news to talk about. We got some events going on.
Always.
And Reverend CJ always, as always, is going to bless us with a moment.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting moment because I had to experience this one today myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, Lord. First day back in the gym since we moved, and I felt all of the absence. So, yes, that inspired today's moment. Trust me, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a good one. That's what's up. I'm gonna be following up on stories like, all this. Well, first of all, we got a Speaker of the House, y'all. Amen.
That. They finally voted on one.
So now all the new people who got elected can start their job. There's a lot going on with that. But also there's some stuff going on with student loan forgiveness. Yeah, so there's an ongoing story of that. I know earlier last year we were able to apply for student loan forgiveness, but
bless your heart, I did not have that problem. I paid my $15,000 off.
Bless your heart.
Yes.
The southern version of I look at you. But you know what? Let's lighten up the mood. Tomorrow we got some tickets to give away.
Oh yes. Free.
So if you guys are listening in and you are interested in the tickets, please stay tuned for how to win those tickets. And I'm telling you now, I am the type of person who I'm not going to give you just 2 tickets for you and somebody else. It's not really fun unless you can bring more people. So I'm giving tickets in groups of 6.
That means you, your homegirl, your homegirl's homegirl, and the homeboy. So
all this, that, and the third. Please stay tuned. You don't want to miss how you could win tickets for you and either your whole family, immediate family at least, and or you and 2 other couples. You know what I mean? All y'all go out there, have a nice night out.
Yeah, I mean, it's always to have a date night that you didn't have. Speaking of date night. Why is it that these kids are already out of school? Didn't they just come back? Oh, that's right. It's Martin Luther King Day.
We are celebrating the King.
Okay.
And if you're looking for things to do, it's a day of service. It's supposed to be a day of service. So please
But
look
we
for
had the
things to
service
do.
with the kids. The kids, they couldn't do us a service and keep the kids in.
The kids need to see you doing service.
They could have like a Martin Luther King
They need
Day
to be
special.
doing service.
It was just out for 2 weeks.
A special. On the kids? On the children? Oh, CJ. I mean, we got a moment. I could go ahead and jump into this quick news break for the listeners of the Victory Station. The Department of Justice begins Supreme Court defense for student loan forgiveness. This is what I'm talking about. Stacey Brown from the the National Newspaper Press Association, in a filing sent to the U.S. Supreme Court this week, the Department of Justice agreed with President Joe Biden to forgive the student loans, y'all. So we've been on hold for some time, but in 2022, the president promised to forgive all outstanding student loans for a maximum of the $20,000 each. The Republicans were like, nah. So they started suing the government to stop the plan. And the Department of Justice is saying that it is perfectly legal for the Biden administration to do that.
Right. I hope that also comes with some, ways for them to stop predatory student loans. Because it is insane, man, when you're talking about the way student loans are set up. I paid mine off, but, bless you.
But once again, bless my heart. The oldest weapon head ever found in the Americas was uncovered in Idaho, guys. The oldest weapon head, it kind of looks like arrowheads if you get a chance to look at it. It's pretty interesting. That story by Stephen Beach. Notre Dame defeats South Carolina in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl.
That makes Deacon Frederick very, very happy. He is a faithful Notre Dame
We
fan.
are happy that you're happy, Deacon Frederick. That's why Bruce Hope learned about what happened there with the at the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, the Fighting Irish versus the Carolina Gamecocks. Hakeem Jeffries became the first Black American to lead a major political party in Congress. So if you're paying attention to the Speaker of the House situation, you know that Hakeem Jeffries got every Democrat's vote straight off. But we had to go 15 times to make sure.
I just want to know that they get all of McCarthy stuff out of there.
No, he's in. He made it. He's in there.
He's in there. Okay.
Yeah, it just took the 15 times.
15 times.
Yep. He is a congressman, but some fun facts about Hakeem Jeffries. He's a congressman from New York. He once quoted the late Notorious B.I.G. during one of the former president's impeachment hearings and has maintained a vow to oppose Republican extremism. He's now leading the party in the House. He takes over from Speaker Pelosi, and he wants to find common ground with the GOP where it's possible. He's 52 years old, and he leads a changing of the guard for Democrat, a party long headed by its most senior members, including Pelosi and James Clyburn.
Now, listen, I don't know how some of y'all may feel about gambling on WCGL, but nobody wins Mega Millions. January 10th drawing jackpot grows to $1.35 billion. If someone wins between now and February, then 6 other jackpots, it surpasses $1 billion. Half of them would have been won in the month of January.
Wow.
In the way you bless me, Lord.
Right.
Just in case,
Right. And Martin Luther King Jr. in Florida, where he stayed, where he spoke, and where he was shot at. And I hope you guys may not have known, but this is out of the Daytona Beach News Journal. He spent a fair amount of time in Florida. The Sunshine State at the time led the country with the highest number of lynchings per capita. And in the first half of the 20th century, mobs of white men attacked, burned, and devastated Black communities in Ocoee and Rosewood. So
Rosewood is that was a shame.
Right. One of the places in Florida where King frequented was the country's oldest city, St. Augustine. So he said it was one of the most consequential because according to Historian David Nolan, he was told it was rife with segregated hotels, motels, and restaurants, and a good place to expose racism. Dr. Clean called it America's most segregated city. Wow.
Right.
A lot of history there.
If I'm not mistaken, he actually did some time for sitting in the fast food restaurant here in Duval.
I'm pretty sure he did. Please stay tuned. We're up against a news break or a ad break. Stay tuned with us. We will be giving away several tickets to go experience Judith Hill at the Ritz Theater tomorrow. See you after the break.
Hey, the good thing about being on live is that we can encourage people to watch us on YouTube and Facebook as well. So please subscribe to the
Impact Radio Show presented by Florida. Easy search. All right, we're ready. Thank you, sir. Hey. Welcome back to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star. We're at home today, guys.
Right.
If we sound a little different, it's because we are playing it safe.
Right. And I am like so thrown off because I don't have a microphone to lean into or headphones to play with. So
our favorite cousin to say what's up to.
Right.
Hey, DJ Will. Thank you for getting us in. We appreciate it. And hey, y'all, don't forget to do business with a trailblazing, female-led, independent media company. Help preserve the legacy of Ms. McLaughlin by supporting the Florida Star today. This is something simple. Ask your favorite local business to carry the current issues. If you ask them enough, just like if you ask them for whatever thing you're trying to buy in their store, store,
yes,
or shop, then they'll carry it.
Hey, be the neighbor asking for bread at midnight for a friend that came over for persistence. Be the widow that bugged the king about her injustice. Be that persistent person. Ask your favorite business to do business with the Florida Star, so y'all can figure out what's going on in our neighborhood.
Right. It's just that easy. TheFloridaStar.com, TheFloridaStar.com. TheFloridaStar.com. So easy. Hey, it's time for the event rundown. CJ, you ready?
Sure.
We're always ready for the event rundown. For those of you on your way out, getting dressed for a nice night out, be safe. And hear the Certified Thursday Night Rundown. This event rundown is brought to you by the Ritz Theater and Museum, guys. We want to show them some love. We're going to be giving away some tickets. So let's go out and check out
Judith Hill is here. A Michael Jackson and Prince protege. So that means it should be real live. Not many people can claim that, but she definitely can. If you need a right of dancing and good, clean adult fun, come on out. Tickets are available, but we are giving away some free tickets.
Yes, so please, if you haven't already, follow us on our Facebook group, Impact Radio, Florida Star. Search those words. Our group will pop up. Join the group. Next thing you have to do is join the Faith Under Construction group.
Yes, you want to join the Faith Under Construction group because no matter where your faith is, it is always under construction. Look up Faith Under Construction and join that group.
And we have access to both of those groups, so we will cross-reference that. After that, I need you to find a post on the Ritz Theater, and you can, we have children.
We have children.
And you can, at that point, tag you like share that post for Judith Hill and tag the show in it, and I will know if you have joined the Kingdom Builders page called Faith Under Construction and our Impact Radio Show group, and you have shared the photo from the Ritz with Judith Hill's event and tag the show in it.
Yes.
You will be entered to get 6 tickets, and I'm going to do this. You have until 12 tonight. I'm going to pick the first 2 people who do it, so that I'm giving away 12 tickets. Boom.
Right. And speaking of Faith Under Construction, we will be doing it virtually because I'm tired, y'all. It's been a very crazy new year, but we're going to be talking about transition. I know a lot of people have been dealing with transition. It's the first of the year. It's resolution season. I know going into a new year is all about transition. So this Sunday, at 2:00, I will be doing a virtual Faith Under Construction. We're going to be talking about transition.
Speaking of transition, you go ahead and tell them tickets are available for that at the Ritz Theater.com. RitzJacksonville.com. Go ahead and
RitzJacksonville.com. So also on the rundown, the music of Duke Ellington and the Billy Stayborn at the Jack Symphony in downtown Jacksonville, Center of the Performing Arts, is January the 14th. Tickets are available. Bounce House 3. DJ Justice in the Voussoir at Atlantic Beach this Friday night, $10 at the door, and there will also be local vendors. There is also the 36th annual Martin Luther King Jr. breakfast in downtown Jacksonville, starting at 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Lord knows there's usually several of those breakfasts going on at the same time. It would be cool if they all got together and just had like one big one. The city of Jacksonville invites you to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The event will feature Mayor Lenny Curry alongside our keynote speaker, Simon T. Bailey. Breakfast will be held from 7 to 8 a.m. Guests are encouraged to network and explore community involvement opportunities during this time. The program will be promptly at 8 a.m., hosted by Don Lopez from Action News Jax, First Coast Action News. Wildcrafters 3-year anniversary with DJ Moss Apparel in Riverside from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. This Friday. We celebrate 3 years of the paradise that is Wildcrafters. After countless visits over the past 3 years, from the jazz nights and release parties to study and session photo shoots, I can't imagine a better way to spend a Friday night. Wildcrafters is a non-alcoholic carver bar, and don't let non-alcoholic deter you away from it. Near the 5 Points area, DJ Massapero will
DJ
Massapero. I'm sorry, I've been reading that wrong.
He's gonna be spinning your favorite hits. Yes. There's gonna be kava special and hookah services available if you're into that thing. But please go check out Wildcrafters. It's a really nice non-alcoholic bar. It's a great space to just meet people and have a safe night out. If you are interested in submitting your story to the paper, please contact me, do_and_talk on major social media platforms. And just to reiterate how to get the tickets, you have to be a member of the group. After being a member of the group, you got to be a member of the Faith Under Construction group, right? And then you go to the Ritz Facebook page. You find any post about Judith Hill. You can talk to people about coming out. It can just be like, look, I'm trying to win free tickets to go out here. And post it on your page, tagging the show, the Impact Radio Show, presented by the Florida Show. It's a long name. You'll find it.
I promise you to pop up when you get to Impact Radio.
So you tag the show And then by 12, I will have stopped, you do not try it anymore. And I will be looking online to see who is winning the tickets. And you'll know before 8 a.m. tomorrow morning because I'm up before then.
Right. Definitely up before
And you're getting 6 tickets.
6 tickets.
So you, your man,
his friend,
and
hopefully
his
he got a girl.
And 2 other people that you may care about.
People y'all might be trying
just
to set up. You never know.
Easy.
I mean, just that easy.
Right? I believe in that. And please, if you appreciate this, show the Ritz some love, show the show some love, show the Florida Star some love, and show Victory WCGL some love. That's the only reason why we're able to do all that, right?
Right.
We're up against a break.
But when we come back, I will have your impactful moment and some news about Kingdom Builders. See, wearing the shirt here on the live. I'm excited about it.
I didn't wear my shirt.
This okay. She
I'll wear it next time.
She'll wear it next time. But we'll be right back, guys.
See you later. Welcome back to Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star, guys.
The Florida Star.
Please get your subscription.
Yes.
Make it easy on yourself so that when you talk to other people, you can be like, hey, did you read that story in the Star? And they'll be like, what? No, I haven't read it yet. Oh, you got to listen to the Impact Radio Show. They give up the headlines. And you also got to just go ahead and get your subscription.
Get your subscription. Let's in a cup of coffee, and you can literally get your own news every Tuesday.
I love that.
Come on, man, because y'all probably spend some money on some Starbucks coffee.
Don't talk about people's particular ministries, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, we are blessed to have you here to give us an impactful moment.
Yes.
Please lead us, Reverend CJ.
Yes, I am here to bring you your impactful moment that is brought to you by Kingdom Builders. Hey, it is the new year, and everybody knows what that means. Resolution season, and gyms in particularly, it is like their Christmas, because this is when everybody pick that time they want to go and start the new year off. A lot of people don't know that the summer body usually starts around January.
It surely does.
It kind of slacks off in the spring, when you start seeing some results, start rewarding yourself, and then you remember these kids finna be at. And, but winning the other day, myself, after not seeing a barbell in about 4 months, and, part of me wanted to go in there and ego lift. And everybody knows, a little bit about ego lifting. If you don't, let me inform you. Ego lifting is going in there, performing an exercise where you're given safe precautions to push more weight so you can impress somebody around you, make a whole lot of noise, do all that straining just so you can get an extra 5 pounds off your chest and probably end up hurting yourself.
Okay, so like what we see the guys do on the movies is ego lifting?
That's ego lifting. The guys who go in there and do like 5 reps and he gets up swole. That's ego lifting.
Okay.
But like we told you before, in order to get these tickets, you got to go on Faith Under Construction. Whenever you are doing a rebuild in your life, however, it's real easy to figure, what? I'm going to try to pick up where I left off. You know what? Last time I was in here, I was benching 205. It's only been a couple of months. I should be able to pick 205. You will find out.
Ooh, really quick.
Really quick. That you cannot pick up 205 if you ain't did it in 4 months. Just like you'll find out real quick, if I'm going to start the year right, I'm going to read my Bible. And if I ain't read it since October, I cannot, expect myself to be disciplined if I'm going to meet goals like reading 2 chapters a day, 3 chapters a day. You got to start from somewhere. So in this time of rebuilding, in this time of transition and setting goals, make some moves for yourself or make some goals for yourself that is actually realistic. Go into your rebuild thinking about where your range of motion may be. You may go in there and find out that, hey, it's not a remodel. I just may need to move some stuff around a little bit. Maybe I just, need to move some furniture. You may go in there and find out that it's not just a rebuild. I might as well just light a match, blow this whole thing up, and start all over again. Okay. But you still, in the middle of that, there has to be an assessment. Go into 2023 with an assessment. Don't go in there with presumptions. Okay. Don't go in there, feeling yourself. Because, every man should have went pro until he blew out his knee. Wow. Blew out his back and go out there and try to race his nephews on Thanksgiving and realize that he couldn't run a 4.3 in high school, but he's still going to go out there and try to race his teenagers. Don't do that. Go into 2023 with an assessment. Go in with a plan. See what it is that you want to actually accomplish, and let's start rebuilding our faith together. Because no matter where you are in your faith, I don't care if you're a scholar, you're still trying to get somewhere. You know what's the one thing I do notice every time I do go in the gym? What do you notice? I notice a lot of people with different physiques still working out. You see the bro, the guy that goes in there with all the muscles and the little shirts. He's still working out because he's still not where he wants to be. You'll see, maybe the teenager who just got his first membership struggling to lift those pink 5-pound weights, but he's trying to get somewhere. You may even have an athlete that is got the treadmill on 17 because he's the only person in there that can put the treadmill on that high. But he's in there working on something because he's still not where he want to be. So don't let a rebuild intimidate you. Don't let reconstruction intimidate you, whether it's your faith, whether it's your goal, whether it's going back to school. We all got to rebuild from somewhere. This has been your impactful moment brought to you by Kingdom Builders. Hey, in February, I am excited. We will be having 9:00 services on first and third Sundays. So New Year's, the watch night was our kickoff. But hey, Kingdom Builders, we're going to start building the community in the church starting the first Sunday in February. More information to come. And where can they find you this Sunday? This Sunday, they can find me online. Virtually. At on the Faith Under Construction page, that page that you gotta like, as well as the Ritz's page and the Florida Star page in order to win these tickets. So come on to Faith Under Construction. We're going to be talking about transitioning. What does that look like mentally, spiritually, even physically? Because we're physically in transition. That's so true. So please go after them tickets. I'd love to see you guys there. We'll be out there with a couple of friends, dancing the night away, enjoying ourselves. And this impactful moment, as always, is brought to you by Kingdom Builders and Reverend CJ. So you can follow his page too. Yes. So much gratitude to you all for listening, to our writers and our producers. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, the Florida Star, our partners, the Ritz Theater Museum, African Lady, African Gentleman, Do and Talk, Crumpet for Success, The Purpose Resuscitator, Harlem Wood Productions, the Ritz Writers, the Thrift Her, Kingdom Builders Group, and 904 The Record. Special thanks to you for listening to us. I see we've had a whole bunch of people on our lives. Please know that we are on several different ways, so you can always tune in. And my name is Vanessa Davis. I've been your host this evening. And I've been Reverend J Frederick. Remember, hear us every Thursday night at 8:30 on WCGL 1360 94.7 FM, YouTube, and Facebook Live as well. Yes, sir. We now return you to your regular schedule, the gospel music. Regularly scheduled gospel music. I'm hangry. Want to sleep. We want to sleep. And we need some sushi first, but I'm going to sleep. Good night. Oh, man. That one. Whew. By the grace of God. That was still fun. By the grace of God, as they say. Yeah, that was definitely fun. Well, now that I know that we can do that from pretty much anywhere, that does give me some ideas when we have some capability.